Number 1 of this best of 3 series. It's round 2 of the Nexus Heroes Premier League qualifier for Season 2 with 2.5k up for grabs. Paul, would you like to introduce the team on the left-hand side?
Yeah, on the left side, we have our blue team by the name of Nexo, and we have Alistair in top lane. He's playing Felstad. Vortex is playing Vela. We have Lucifer and Arthas. Lol vs. XD is playing Zeratul. And in the bot lane, we have Grand PK.
And on the right-hand side, in the red trunks, it is Well Met. And starting in the top lane, on the Chen, we have Soke. In the mid lane, it is Hasselhobbs playing the Tychus, and in the bot lane, in the exact composition I called it, it is Nomi on the Stitches, Hiruke on the Ufa, and Hysterica on the Hammer.
Oh, this is interesting. They're already setting it up and to kind of lure Nexo in there, because he set up the spider mines just at the gate.
Nexo have been known to, if they're playing against a Hammer, go ridiculously aggressive in the first few minutes to try and pick off that Hammer due to the minimal escape. And as we can see, that's exactly what they're doing. Grand PKT does get hooked though, and he's already taking damage, but in comes Lol vs. 60 and Lucifron trying to get anyone. Nomi is the one who's being focused down. There's the blitz and the body block on
Nomi. Can he take him out? I think so. Yes, there's the final kill. But Lucifron is quite low, so he needs to get back now. Hiruke and Hysterica stay alive for now. Do soak up that XP, but first blood does go to Nexo.
Yep, very, very nice there. Went in for the Hammer, but Hammer was beautifully protected there by Hiruke and Stitches. But Stitches did go down. Hiruke taking a lot of damage. Is able to heal himself. And this is very aggressive from Nexo, but it's doing a fantastic job of driving back this horse and stopping the push that would be coming otherwise. Brightwing, even with the fact they've got a kill and almost got a second kill, is still having trouble clearing the waves. It's only just managed to clear them. And now Lucifer has been caught out of position while trying to steal some seeds here. We're seeing Hiruke and Hysterica chase him all the way back into their territory. Lova 60 was thinking about joining. Someone died there. Who just died? Oh, it was Vala.
Vala did go down. Lucifer does look quite low, and he's running straight into the fort.
He has to run into a tower. He's nowhere to go here. He's just running. There we go. He does go down.
But he just bought himself a little bit of time, and thereby bought his team a little bit of time to get a couple more seats here. So nice. Hasselhobbs. Oh, he's so close.
No, there's the grenade. Hiruke coming in with the heal, and Hasselhobbs also running into tower range.
That's the clutch timing. Hiruke coming in here. Really well done.
Hysterica coming in from the other side, doing a lot of damage to Lol, but Lol has just jumped away. Hysterica just poking damage and is being relatively ignored. Vortex, though, coming in from the back, is going on to Soke, dealing the damage. Soke is being dropped very low thanks to Falstad and and Vala, and they do take it down. Hasselhobbs is going to meet the same fate from Vala, unless Nomi can do a fantastic body block like he just did, and just tanked all of that, and was able to slow down Vala enough to allow Hasselhobbs to escape. Down goes Sergeant Hammer, though. And Nexo is starting to get control back, but currently, score is 3-3, but Nexo do have an XP lead.
Yeah, they have an XP lead, and they also have a little bit of a free roaming lead right now. They can go for the seats and possibly go for the top Garden Terror right now, because we have 3 players that had to go back to the base, either because they were so low on health or taken out of the game completely. And yeah, there they go. Just going straight for the top Garden Terror, and looks like Well Met trying to gain up here on this bottom lane and go for the siege camp.
Yep, they're getting their siege camp, and then they will likely move on to the other Terror, Shambler, to try and get summon seeds of their own. Having a look at the talents, while we're seeing the teams just trying to gather seeds, we can see that Vala has gone for the multi-shot build. It is the highest damage build that we have seen so far. Alistair dashing away, playing it safe. We can see Alistair and Brightwing Alistair and Grand PKT have gone for the Bribe builds and the damage in terms of Envenom and Gathering Power, but now Nexo have the level advantage. They're going in. Alistair is blocked. There's no escape. He goes down. Hiruke has been envenomed by Lucifron. He goes down. Another envenom coming out there from Brightwing. And now Nomi, also envenomed, is backing up. He gets healed by Ufa at last second. Ufa Ghost saving his life there. Down goes Vala. Grand PKT running for his life. Kit comes in. The route is already available from Well Met. They're chasing him down. In comes Falstad. There's the kick, and now Soke has to brew until he gets his kick back up. There he goes. He kicks out, taking a lot of damage. Alistair giving chase. The tower did the damage, but Alistair does not want to get caught out by Hasselhobbs and Hysterica here. And we're seeing Well Met take a bit of an early lead. They've already brought it back into their territory.
Yeah, 3 additional kills, and I'd like to point out, Hysterica was hiding in the bushes the entire time during that fight and putting out the damage. Nice by the way on Lopez's XD. He's so close and he's dying. Alright, but Zokke, he needs to get out of that fight, but he can't make it. And that's Shen going down just because he doesn't have his heroic yet. But Alistair is taken out on the other hand. And Vortex, can he get away? Does look like it, but Hasuops just pushed them back with a grenade, and this allows them to grab a lot of seeds here in that.
This is the closest I've ever seen these two at this point in the game. El Nexo, they have been known to lose in the early game, but this is actually a pretty decent lead for Well Met, and they're actually doing fairly well in terms of the fights in general. A fantastic job keeping up with El Nexo at this point.
Yeah, but everything is going to change once we hit that level 10. Shen will get his heroic, we'll get the pandas, and then there's also the big one, the Void Prison by Zeratul. I think that's a big game changer, and could change this up, all the team fights at least.
This is very possible. We're seeing Siege Giants being taken by both teams at the moment, just trying to get some push going. Grand PKT is still in the bot lane, though, going to be trying to at least slow down Sergeant Hammer. Sergeant Hammer going to be getting the push, but the red team hero died. Who was that?
Yeah.
That was
Zeratul was taken out after grabbing the siege camp in top lane.
Yep.
So they did take him out. Did pop off his heroic there, but not going to matter all that much.
Yep, that will be up relatively quickly. And we're going to see, though, Well Met taking advantage of this as much as possible, and they're going to push this top lane very, very heavily. El Nexo, they're just going to use this time to grab some mercenaries and then maybe move bot lane, try and catch out Hammer and de-push any of the lanes that need it.
Oh, Lucifer hiding in the bushes there, but looks like he's going to be safe. Maybe waiting out for the timing on the Bruiser camp here.
Quite possibly, Bruiser is going down.
Yep.
He's going in.
He's
It comes right wing as well.
There he goes. And straight in there. Nomi is trapped here on the left side, and they will take him out so swiftly. He tried to get away, but I don't know, for some reason he tried to escape to the left. Possibly just buy Shen a little bit more time. But he did have his heroic up, so I think that was a little bit unnecessary. I don't think he would have
survived. Even if he had his heroic up, he would have still got picked off due to being a 4 versus 1, basically. But we're now seeing Hiruke getting rooted down. He's going to get taken out as well. Lova6D gets stunned. There is the heal on himself, but it's not going to be enough. He goes down. And El Nexo beginning to gain back the control that they like so much.
Yeah, it does look like it. I was kind of freaked out by Uther here. Why didn't he go the right way, straight into his fort? He could have made it. It didn't look like it initially, but he could have made it.
It is an interesting move that he did, but El Nexo capitalizing on it, were able to take him down. Sergeant Hammer playing very well, playing very safe, has backed up to try and get some damage, to try and get some avoid getting picked off. He's already pushed his lane up. He does not want to get caught out due to the El Nexo roaming death squad. Yeah,
he caught a little bit of a nice timing there, just going for the siege camp, putting a little bit of pressure on the bot lane, but now they need to stay together. They need to stick close.
Oh my god, Zokke.
Zokke, he's in trouble.
But there's the Void Prism, has trapped the entire rest of Well Met. They're backing up there. There's a shotgun ore. Hits 3 out of 4 of them, but down goes Hiruke. Zokke is still trying to come back in, but he's being picked off because the rest of Well Met did back up there. They didn't want to take that fight, and for good reason. Very, very nice engagement there by El Nexo, and they are immediately rotating up instead of going for the nearer Terra. They're going to head straight up to the top and try and fight Well Met where they ran to. Well Met trying to get a Terra of their own, but are just going to get interrupted instantly, and they now once again have to rotate to the bot lane to try and get those seeds.
This is costing them a lot of time and thereby a lot of seeds. So, a nice move by El Nexo once again. Is Well Met going to go straight for the Garden Terror? Does look like it.
Yep, Zeratul is literally
3 seats first.
Yep, Zeratul has grabbed that straight away. He is going to be crushing down this bot lane to get some counter push. Actually, he looks like he's heading for the other Terror. Yeah, he just pinged that he is on the way, letting his team know. And Well Met are going to be able to grab these seeds before Lova6D gets here, but that's not going to stop Lova6D, forcing them to push back by his sheer presence. And he's going to help his team grab a couple more seeds. They now have another 101 seeds for another Terra once this one is over. There is a Terra now ready for Well Met as well, but El Nexo's is already pushing very hard on this bottom lane. The team's there as well. Brightwing, however, is in the top lane, also doing some counter pushing.
Yeah, solid counter pushing here on the top fort. It's already down to 3/4 of its health, and no one's reacting yet. So if Brightwing goes uncontested, that's a lot of damage coming in.
Yep,
and also a lot of damage coming in on the bot lane. Looks like they will take out this fort as well. Just now, Met is reacting here, bringing out their own Garden Terror, and it's going straight into the fight.
Yeah, there's a full team fight. No one is dead. Ufa is getting close, but he's able to Divine Storm and keep himself alive. Manages to survive. And we're just seeing an intense fight here. Alistair being forced to back up. He's being chased out, but is able to dash away. Like we did call this one, but down goes Arthas. He's the first person to die in this fight. Hammer is still in here doing as much damage as she can, just wrecking the Plant Terror. Soke comes in to stun it, and it is now cancelled into the curse of the into the Plant Queen's curse. Down goes Zeratul, Wild Curse, not able to blink away, and Well Met taking this fight very convincingly. They're going to continue pushing. Jen is still alive in this back here. He has very little health, but he's just chilling. He's getting ready, just in case his team has to retreat and need a stun. But he feels safe now. He's going to be back, and we're going to see Well Met take down this bottom four.
Yeah, excellent turnaround for Well Met. I was actually kind of surprised that Hiruke stayed in that fight. He was incredibly low, but I think that was the most important decision here for Hiruke to stay in the fight, Chen to stay in the fight, and just stick in there and keep the damage going for Well Met.
Yep, this is true, and Well Met just pushing so much. Meanwhile, though, we did see Vala and Brightwing head to the top lane, and they were able to grab another fort of their own, bringing their fort lead up a bit. There's 3 seconds left on this Terror, but that's not going to be enough. They won't take down this mid fort, and now we're seeing Nomi back up, does reveal Zeratul, but there is another Plant Terror on the way from El Nexo. Nomi does Zeratul. Does he have blink? He doesn't matter. Oh my god!
He hits by the shock and awe, but he does get away, and Hiruke pops off a nice Divine Storm.
A nice Divine Storm that no one followed up on, and he got turned into a plant as he ran back to his base. And this is proving to be very difficult for Well Met now. They just got their little bit of an advantage, and now they're in serious danger, not because of Well Met's superior play in that fight, because Well Met lost that fight, but because Well Met set themselves up so well before the fight that they are now in, once again, an incredibly good position, because they were already prepared for what happened after the fight.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, they knew they had to face another Garden Terror. And, ooh, nice pull.
Oh my god, so much damage, but the blink heal, Holy Radiance catches him just with the tip.
Dashes in there.
Yeah, Hiruke is actually helping his team so much right now. The heals are huge. We can actually have a look at the heal thing with, I'm trying to work out which button it is. Yep, 22,000 from Brightwing, 20,000 from Uva, and Uva has to cast his that costs mana. So we're seeing very, very well played here by Hiruke. And Well Met still has the pressure on. They're actually on the offensive quite nicely here, even though El Nexo has a Plant Terror, doing a very, very nice job here. And we're seeing the Lucifer finally beginning to move up, just trying to get some curses down, trying to give his team a chance, but down is the Plant Terror. And very well played by El Nexo, really not making much worth out of this.
Yeah, but I do like the play here for Well Met. Just putting on the aggression. Oh, Hysterica's in trouble. Oh, they're going straight for her, but nope, there comes the Gorge and Arthas. He is taken out of the fight, and Hiruke kind of wasting his heroic there. And Sokka, can he get out? Yes, he can.
Lucifron has also been able to back out Arthas, just tanking everything. Estacia does get rooted. There's the Shockador. Hysterica is backing up. Sokka is now out of his ult. And right now the fight is still even. No one has died, but we do see Well Met backing up a bit. But the heals are coming out from Ufa are so much. Brightwing is just hanging near her teammates, just trying to get some of the passive heals off. But down goes the fort, and that evens up the count. Alistair gets hooked in, takes a bit of damage, but Nomi might die for this. He's going to die to Envenom, and down he goes. And we also saw Chen go down. Both of the warriors do die, and now we're seeing Well Met on the retreat because El Nexo takes it down. But we did see Arthas die as well.
Yeah, 2 warriors down, and then Stitch is down. So, I mean, once Arthas goes down for El Nexo, they really can't stick in the fights for too long. The thing was that Hammer was still alive here for Well Met, so by having her in the back of the fight, it's kind of dangerous for El Nexo to go and stick in the fight.
This is true. Well Met, though, they're just going to use what they can. What they can and what they have right now. They're going to be taking down the top. In fact, they were trying to take down the top Terror, but they think El Nexo's on the way, and they are right. El Nexo on the way to try and contest here. And well met, playing it very, very patiently. They're all hiding. They're backing up a bit. Their team is on the way. Ufa's still here. And El Nexo also being very patient. Neither team really choosing to commit there. But there we go. Well met. Committing at exactly the wrong time.
But El Nexo did take their siege camp in top lane. So they didn't waste their time well met. Oh, nice hook, and there's the Gorge, but Nomi, he's stunned in place.
Oh, bad timing there. The Shock and Awe hits no one except Hysterica, who's just healing up thanks to his first aid. And huge damage coming out of Hysterica onto this Plant Terror right now. They're trying to take this while the fight goes on. Hiruke and Soke are distracting El Nexo. Nomi takes a lot of damage though. Grabbing KT, blinking out just in time to try and stay alive, but Chen turns onto him. Chen and Brightwing both go down. And we're seeing well met retreat back a bit, looking for opportunity.
One more hit there,
and down
he is taken out. And Lover60 also caught out here.
Oh, Alistair, he does have his dash, but does go down thanks to Hysterica. They do take it down, and well met once again taking another fight. And both teams once again have a Plant Terror. So this game continuing to be quite even. It's just going back and forth.
Yeah, let's see who's gonna have a little bit of an upper hand here in the late game. Both teams. Nope, actually, for now, it's just well met going for the Garden Terror.
Yep, this is true. They're grabbing it. They had less time on theirs, so they had a bit more time to grab it. Whereas El Nexo do have the time to wait for someone like Arthur's to respawn and then grab it, which is going to be nicer for them in the long run, which is likely what they're going to do. Well, they're 60 right now, just staying out on the map, gaining some map control. And there we see Brightwing teleporting into the lane. Arthur's going to respawn. He will probably grab that Terror at the last moment. Nomi is beginning to push forward with his, though, to try and get some more damage done and start harassing that keep.
We have the slam build on Stitches, by the way, and
I just instinctively brought up the talent screen when you said that. I don't need to do that anymore. Yay!
And interestingly enough, we should have a look here at Hammer's skills, but after this fight, Hysterica taking a lot of damage here.
There's the shield from to keep him alive. He's backing up, and this is a bit of a passive fight. Both teams sort of looked like they kind of wanted to go in, but really wanted to protect their damage dealers.
Yeah, the thing is, with these Garden Terrors up, you don't really want to commit to the fight. Not unless one of their Garden Terrors is quite low. That's possibly the turning point in these fights. Before that, it's just this little wiggly room where you just poke and prod, try to get some of these heroes a little bit lower. But for now, just waiting. But 20 seconds left here for Wellmet on their Garden Terror.
So many mines from Hysterica here. He does have, you're talking about his talents, the Bullhead mine. Soke does engage a bit. It has popped his ult, but the Void Prism has gone down on two members of Well Met here. And there is the Raid of Vengeance to catch out the members as they come out. Vortex is being dropped quite low. Blink Heal comes in to try and keep him alive. Divine Storm hits only Grand PKT, who is going to go down. Hysterica gets healed last second, but he goes down anyway to the Terror. And we're now and Well Met's Terror has also gone down. It is one member down to two in favour of El Nexo. Alistair is very low. Nomi looked like he wanted to try and go into that, but Lucifer is still in the back there, just completely destroying the backline. Down goes the Terror finally, and Nomi is just fighting everyone, but he goes down.
Nomi, he wanted a little bit too much there. And, I think Well-Met just overextended a little bit too crazy here. They wanted to go for Valor. They really wanted to go for Valor and take her out. But that chase cost them 2 heroes. Yeah,
that was interesting. It was Hiruke and Hasselhoff just fighting the Terror on their own, while Nomi tried to take on 3 members of Well-Met, and it did not go well for him.
And this does give El Nexo a little bit of time to go for their bruiser camps, go for their siege camp, and put on a lot of pressure here. And mind you, it's only 3 forts, or 3 keeps rather, remaining for Well-Met.
It's true. Only 3 keeps remaining, where it is only 1 fort and 3 keeps remaining for El Nexo. This game still quite close. We're seeing a very nice play from both teams. However, we may be about to see El Nexo do their classic, yeah, we're going to engage you as you come to do your objective. Soke is on the way there, but he's very, very hesitant because he's played against El Nexo before. He knows what's up, and he is running straight away.
He knows now. And mind you, we have 3 times Bolt of the Storm here by El Nexo. So they realized, okay, we're playing this triple assassin build. We need the Bolt of the Storm just to get out of these fights.
Yeah, we have 3 times Bolt of the Storm on El Nexo, but on the flip side, we have 3 times Resurgence on,
Wow,
on Well Met.
that is pretty massive.
I kind
of
of
course,
like that
Divine
for
Hurricane taken by Uther. They could have gone for 4 times Resurgence.
Well, like you said earlier, this is very much playing to the team's strengths. Bolt of the Storm is very nice for Nexo, just the fact they're playing a very high mobile, very high damage comp where they need to keep them alive to do the damage. So even more mobility is always going to help, and Arthas is basically their only tank. He's going to be trying to stay alive or just get back in the game as soon as possible with Resurgence. Storm Shield, just keep those assassins alive a bit longer. Whereas on the flip side, it's all survivability on the side of Well Met, which is exactly what their team's about. Staying alive and just dealing damage over time. We have Odin, we have the free Resurgences. Divine Hurricane is just the engage. Uther has about as much survivability as he needs.
Yeah, and you can see that a lot also in the damage statistics. Valor just doing so much siege damage, so much hero damage, 52,000, whereas the highest player on Well Met's side has 38,000. So quite a bit of difference here.
Yep, this does appear to be the case. Right now, though, Nexo playing pretty far back. They were waiting for their Terror before they began pushing up. And we're seeing Zeratul has in fact gone for the double bombs, helping him and his team clear up those siege giants very quickly. And we have the triple lane push coming from Nexo. Nice hook there by Adobe, though. They're trying to get some damage done onto that Terror before it can really do that much to them. Hysterica, very nice positioning here, was able to take down that bulb very quickly. Is he out of that? No, he isn't. Does get cursed.
Yeah, that's just trying to poke and prod a little bit here. But, oh, geez, Well Met missing 2 seats to go for their own Garden Terror.
Yeah, there's no
a little
more
bit
left.
too close.
Bot lane pushing not as hard as top lane, though, and we can see Chen reacting to this. He realizes there is a problem and has gone to clear that, but now has to move back to the mid lane because he knows there's even more danger, and that means that giant will in fact do some even more damage to their buildings. But Chen is very much needed here. This bulb doing a lot of damage. Napalm, very, very nice for clearing up the bulb. Probably the best ability in the game for that purpose.
Yeah, nice choice here on Dragonshire, on Garden of Terror, of course, to clear that up. And now they're rotating back down, going to bot lane, and also getting rid of the towers and gates here.
Yep, the Sarah is doing so much well, but once again gets hooked, gets rooted, gets stunned. Polymorph onto Soke, though, to try and hold him back a bit. And Well Met are literally just able to sort of deal a little bit of damage over time.
Yeah, but I gotta say, I mean, Nexo definitely getting the money worth out of the Garden Terror, getting rid of both of these defenses on the mid and bot lane.
Yep, this is the case, and Nexo, finally, that Terror expiring, are going to begin moving up and just grabbing as many mercs as possible. They've already grabbed the only merc in the top lane, and are going to move straight to that bot lane to take all of the mercs. They're actually, if you have a look at Ulvez 6D, thinking about maybe taking those giants, but Stitches was there, and we do see a couple members of Well Met here, but here's the entirety of Nexo now. So, Well Met,
they're gonna go
I
for
doubt
the
they want
seal.
to fight and make it worth.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Just deal with the siege giants. They are behind levels, so it doesn't really matter all that much. But the thing is, with 5 versus 3, that's an easy decision to make.
Yep, this is very true, and Nexo going to be grabbing the last remaining mercs on the map. There's one left in the top lane, and the seeds have now spawned. Only 2 seeds needed for Well Met, and we're seeing a clairvoyance come down from Uther, just so he knows, is it safe? Can I get the seeds now? But we can see on our screens that Nexo heading up to the top lane so that they can grab all the mini camps from there, and then they will likely take the top Shambler to give themselves, I believe that will be another Terror?
Could be.
Math
It's 30 seats, so should be about enough.
Yeah, I don't math good. It looks like it'll be enough. Yeah, that I'm pretty sure that'll be enough. But we can also see that Well Met already have another Terror ready themselves. And yep, there we go. It was easily enough. So we're going to see another Terror for both teams getting ready. So it's going to be very cool.
Another Terra versus Terra fight. I'd like to see Well-Met go straight for that top fort here and put on the pressure. But then again, they need to be ready to just turn back, teleport back to their own base and defend if need be.
Yeah, but right now they do need to defend thanks to those Siege Giants in the mid lane. There goes a Napalm, there's a Slam, and the Siege Giants being pulled into range of the Keep, so the Keep can help kill them off. Well-Met just doing as much as they can. They're likely going to be using this Terra for defensive reasons. Nope, looks like you were right, and it's going to be clearing the top lane, but choosing not to continue pushing with it. And we're just going to see...
The thing is, now that Nexo is in position with their own Garden Terror, they need to go for the defense. They had that little timing window where they could have gone for offense, but now it's all defense all day for Well-Met. And, whoa, actually pushing them back a little bit. Kind of interesting.
Yeah, they dealt a lot of damage to that Terra. A third of its health just from hooking it in. And we can see that Well-Met all pretty much on full health, including the Terra, which just got a health globe, which has actually healed it quite a significant amount. And Soke, moving forward, check the bush.
Yeah, he needs to watch out.
Oh, Shock and
There comes Shock and Awe, missing everyone here.
Very preemptive.
Nobi, I think he got a... Yeah, I think... He got Falstad in there, but then was taken out here.
Was stunned before he could get into the Void Prism to keep himself alive. Lucifron been dropped very, very low here. But that still does make it a small advantage for El Nexo for a while until Stitches gets back here.
Stitches tries to get back into the fight. He does have Resurgence, so it's going to be just a little bit until he gets back in here.
Yep.
I think El Nexo should have how Well-Met is playing this.
I think El Nexo should have really used that to their advantage there, the fact that Stitches was missing. Now they have to kill him all over again. It's 5 vs 5 again. The Odin, however, has expired. A lot of ults down now. Hook does not hit anyone. Shen
has still has his ult up. We still have the Divine Hurricane up. And Lucifron almost popping out of his Garden Terror.
Yeah, he's so low. One hit. There we go. Napalm will take him down. Now it is Soke. He has 20 seconds left in this. Should probably go a bit ham, throw down some bulbs and just get some damage down. There's the Napalm, there's the bulb. He's just going to deal as much damage as he can. Little time he has left. He has 11 seconds. We're going to see a curse come down to try and catch out some members and win his team a fight. One more bulb. I think he has enough time for it. If not, it doesn't matter. He's still going to get that fort. Down goes the Terra, and Well-Met are now slightly ahead in terms of buildings and are looking for a possible fight here while they still can. But no, they're not able to catch out anyone. They're going to play it safe, back up, and look for something to give themselves a bit more of an advantage. As Day9 always said in StarCraft 2, if you're ahead, get more ahead. And that's what they're doing. Yep. They're going to start working on this bottom lane.
Oh, nice hook on Alistair. There comes the Divine Hurricane, not doing all that much more. But Falstad was taken out, and Hasuups can pop his heroic once again. Goes into the Void Prison, stays safe, and now we got everyone clumped up here. Vortex trying to vault back behind the wall, and he stays safe for now. But Lucifron, he's caught out of position.
Not enough.
And the body block takes him out. Wow, what a fight here for
Well-Met. Seems to be winning out over the sheer damage and mobility from El Nexo here. Lucifron looking for his opportunity to try and get his team back into it. Vortex also just poking him from afar, and we're seeing just poke coming out from El Nexo, which is not what they want to be doing. They want to be just bursting down people and doing huge amounts of damage. Lord of 60 is currently visible from someone. I'm not sure what's giving them vision. There he goes. He does recloak. And this is looking very, very difficult for El Nexo right now. They are the first team to lose a keep. This top four, currently completely irrelevant because Well-Met are ahead and they basically have a free set of XP up in this top lane when they feel like it.
Yeah, that's free XP, and that's always the danger for El Nexo to fear the backdoor. They can always backdoor now. 2 keeps gone. I'm kind of wondering why Well-Met is not going for their siege camps yet, but they're probably trying to get a little bit of a better timing window here and put on the pressure in 2 different lanes to make the siege camps just that much more worth it.
Quite likely indeed. We're going to see them grab as many seeds as they can so that they are ready once their Terror expires. Chen already going to be taking this Terror, so they're not even going to grab any of the mercenary camps at all. They're just going to try and get as much push out of this as possible. They may even go for the core here. They can actually take down this top keep without the fort being down. That is not a requirement like it is in some other games to take down the first set before you take down the second set. It only counts on the core. You cannot kill the core before you have taken down a single keep.
That's correct. And now we have a lot of heroes supporting back on both sides. Nexo, of course, they had that little bit of a scary moment where you see players porting back. But there was no
just
need for any backdoor yet.
Yeah, Soke is just holding the lanes on his own right now. He's just sort of chilling, pushing the lane up, waiting for his team to re-arrive, and they will be here. Let's have a look quickly. Resurgence is up for Hammer. It is up for Stitches, and I'm assuming it's up for Soke inside that thing as well. We can't see it properly. Hang on, yes I can go on his vision. Yep, it's up. So
that's the next keep that's actually in trouble here, but they do have the Garden Terror this time around. Still, once Hysterica enters siege mode, that's a lot of damage coming out of her.
Hysterica, though, choosing to be very careful in the engagements. Sieging up now that the curse, the Small curse is down and is just going to do the damage. There is the Void Prism. Lolvo 60 taking a lot of damage, though. There is the Odin from Hasuobs. Having a bit of trouble choosing a target there. There's the nuke, though. Lucifer taking a lot of damage here and well met. Taking a huge advantage there. Lucifer is now seriously out of position. Going to be taking a lot of damage, while Hasuobs and Hysterica are going to move in and take down this keep. That'll be 3 keeps down for El Nexo. El Nexo in serious trouble here. Down goes the bulb onto their core. Vortex trying to do the damage. Grandpa speed boosting his way to try and survive.
Some excellent hooks out of Nomi, keeping Lucifer out of this fight and actually keeping El Nexo on the back foot. Oh, Lucifer, he is quite low already, and Zoke moving on top of him has not popped his heroic yet.
Oh, Vortex trying to do some damage to Soke, but it's all his ult. It doesn't matter even if they do catch him out here. Alistair trying to do as much damage as he can from range to try and keep himself alive. The core doesn't take anything more than shield damage, so it is still 100% health. Down goes the Terror finally. And
Hysterica's in trouble and is taken out.
Well met. Now suddenly in a bit of an issue here. Nice Divine Hurricane from Hiruke, but they're being chased, and the mobile force from El Nexo, like we talked about earlier, is great at this scenario, chasing down the enemy, and they're doing exactly that. Hiruke will be the last one to die unless Grand PKT can catch Hasuobs in some way. There's the Envenom. There is the Arcane Shot, but Hysterica is here with his Resurgence, and that does force well met back. Ufa was there as well, harassing a bit. Very
nice
well
call
played
here by El
Nexo
to make to turn around and not go for the final kill here. Otherwise, well met would have waited for them. Instead, they're going for the Bruiser camp, but a nice turnaround here for El Nexo in that last team fight.
Very, very much so. They do have wave clearing to do in their main base. Alistair is working on that, is taking out the catapults. There's 5 catapults, Jesus, in the bot lane. I was like scrolling my screen down and was like, more catapults. But Alistair and Grand BT gonna be able to clear those up. They are the most mobile. They can rejoin their team at any time. So clearing the waves, not a huge deal for them. And their top lane is pushing very, very heavily.
Yeah, that's a lot of bruisers and a couple of giants as well in that top lane. And yeah, looks like Wellmet is coming up there to react to it. Should clear this up pretty quickly with Tychus in there. And Nomi, of course, with the slam. But they're kind of ignoring it for now.
Yeah, we're seeing El Nexo begin to move up to this top lane to try and fight Wellmet for these seeds. They have a level advantage and they really want to use this to try and get something out of this. And they're going to start on the Shambler. Wellmet, though, they are all grouped up.
Yeah.
They might be looking for their chance here. Chen is
Problem
fully
is
brewed.
here,
He's moving
Hysterica can't really get into a nice cloak position with her.
Lucifer has been hooked. He's out of position, taking a lot of damage. Soke is trying to jump onto people. Alistair does actually get a decent shock and awe, but doesn't really hit anyone. Nice Divine Hurricane from Ufa. Chen actually is popped, only has one set of his ultimate left. He gets popped out of it and is now just going to continue pushing with his health. Hasuobs, there's the hook onto Alistair. He goes down as well. And we're seeing Well Met. It's currently 1-for-1 in terms of kills, but Well Met have the far more aggressive comp due to the resurgences that are pretty much up now. Lucifer fleeing for his life. Hook will be up from Nomi now, but it misses.
Barely misses
Lucifer running for his life.
Oh, Lucifer, I think he can still make it. Yep, he mounts up and makes it kind of a dangerous move here by Well Met, but of course they do have a little bit more sustain, so they can at least try to go for this. But should not make the same mistake as the last time where they just overextended a little bit too much. Oh, like Lolver 60.
God.
Wow.
Good escape there by LoL versus XD. Well met. Continuing to push their advantage. And this game has been so back and forth. But well met. Winning ever so... Well, I say ever so slightly. They have taken down 3 keeps. It is just the core remaining. And it has taken some health damage now thanks to some catapults. Only 3%. But it is still enough. El Nexo, they have to get a very, very good fight. They're going to be taking down this Terra here, getting themselves a plant Terra of their own, and getting ready to fight and basically go for one last push. They need to kill Well Met
make it count now. They have a little bit of a timing window to get in there. There comes the hook. Low versus XD. He does get back, but can they steal a little bit of... can they steal a couple of seeds?
And
nice.
They take him down, but they need Well Met. All Well Met need to do is to pick people off from El Nexo, because El Nexo won't be back. That's like
they
the opposite of
Arnold. They don't have Resurgence. They only have one Resurgence player, and that is Arthas. So if they can pick anyone off, that's going to help them out immensely here. It's less defense on their core, less heroes in the team fights.
Well, here they come. Terra moving in. It is on Lucifron again. Terra for Well Met is once again on Soke. And once again, it's El Nexo who are on the offensive here, despite the fact their top and bottom lanes are both pushing very heavily. But El Nexo know that they need to win a fight. This is basically going to be the make it or break it for them. They need to win this fight and then push into the core and win. Hysterica taking a lot of damage after being polymorphed. Down goes the bulb, trying to do the damage here. El Nexo just looking for opportunity. They have to catch someone. And they need to kill them twice.
They can't really get in there right now. Not while Sokka still has so much HP. And Void Prison kind of wasted there on Hasuops. Low versus XD, caught out of position. There comes the Shock and Awe. Gets some decent damage onto Hasuops. And there he is, polymorphed. Ooh, nice move here.
With Nova and Brightwing both go down.
And Zeratul also quite low here. He turns around, tries to get a rookie, and he does.
This is looking great for Well Met. They take down Falstad as well. That only leaves Arthas and Law versus XD. Arthas still in the Terror, trying to do everything he can to try and give his team a chance. But we can see Well Met doing exactly what they need to do here. Soke, who still has so much health and 30 seconds left in this Terror, heading straight for the enemy core. Hysterica is right behind him for the extra siege damage, and they are going to try and end here. Lol versus XD is here to try and defend this, but he's at a terrible angle here. He's going to get polymorphed. Hysterica sieging up outside of range, and they are going to start working on this core. We're not going to see the respawns in time. The Terror is now dead. Lucifron is trying to end himself, and it's over.
Wow. Just the Terror and the Siege Tank taking out the core here. What an excellent ultimate fight here for Well Met.
Yeah, Well
truly mesmerizing game.
Well Met taking the first game in its best of 3 series. Someone pointed out in the chat, though, that we have... yesterday, apparently, Well Met did lose the first game twice. Sorry, El Nexo, lost the first game twice. So this is far from over.
A little bit of time travel.
Let's do the time warp again. And we have arrived in pirate times.
Oh, geez. Artifacts. Not a good time. Not a good time. But
I enjoyed it. It was definitely not a good thing in the game. But while it was there, you were able to cheese so much stuff. Like the Diablo full ability power combo that would one-shot literally anyone.
Yep. All right, let's get started here with the game. We're in match number 2 between El Nexo and Well Met. On the left side, we have our Spanish team by the name of El Nexo, and we have Grand PKT on Brightwing, Alistair's playing Tassadar. We have Low vs XD playing Anub, and in the bot line, Vortex on Vala and Lucifron on Shen.
And on the right side, we have Well Met, and all in the mid lane, we have Haruke on Ufa, we have Hasuobs on Tychus, we have Soke on Zeratul, Nomi is on the Arthas, and Hysterica is on the Falstad. And a Psystorm immediately comes out, but they're going to give up that Watchtower immediately.
Yeah, kind of an old school move going for the Watchtower. Everyone going for the Watchtower at least. That did give El Nexo a little bit of a time here to get 3 heroes down in bot lane. And might be a little bit of a surprise move for Well Met. Let's see. Lucifron trying to bait them out, possibly.
Possibly. He's Lolver 60 and Vortex waiting for their moment. We might see a 3v3. Lucifer moving in, trying to draw them out. And Vortex immediately vaulting in, trying to get the damage down. But very nice disengage by Well Met. Just going to back up, play it safe.
Kind of surprising that Lolver 60 didn't pop his stun there.
Yeah, this is true. Chests have already spawned. The top chest already going to be going over to Well Met. They take control of that area nicely. Whereas the bottom chest went pretty much over to El Nexo in the form of Vortex and LOL versus XD. They're trying to get control of this middle watchtower again, and they're going to be able to do it with the help of Grand PKT. Alistair moving in, possibly looking to help out, but does not need to. They have the control.
Yeah, and I'd like to point out no1 currently carries all 5 coins, so he needs to stay back a little bit. Not really the ideal position you want to be in. As the tank, as the only tank, and Zocca is taken out there. First blood.
Yep.
Goes to El Nexo.
Yep, El Nexo taking the first blood, and they are looking for their opportunity. They're just pushing as hard as they can, and they're actually managing to push all of the lanes except for mid lane at the moment. Alistair doing a good job of clearing that, though, and keeping his towers at full ammo.
Yeah, and there's Hasuops coming in mid lane as well now. Nice stun on Vortex. But it's 4 against 2, so they have to stay back for now. Possibly rotate back up. Oh no, they're actually going for the bruises already.
Yeah, going for the bruises, going to get that push going so that they have an opportunity to maybe push into the pirate area to turn in those coins that they have picked up already. So right now, we're seeing both teams playing fairly evenly. The only kill in the game in favor of El Nexo. And El Nexo getting a bit more map control. Well Met going to be trying to use their bruises to get a bit of that back.
Yeah, the bruises early on quite strong. I mean, they were nerfed a little bit in the last patch, but they're still quite strong early on, and very much worth getting if you can before level 10. And there we go, going into top lane, doing a little bit of a push here with Hasuops and Hiruke, kind of bolstering those bruisers. Yeah. And now we see the rotation back down. Alistair, he's in trouble.
Oh, does he have face shift? No.
Ooh, nice move here. 4 against 1. That's not even fair.
Yep, not even fair. Didn't even have the phase shift up. He does go down. But the first turn in, going over to El Nexo, and they are moving into this mid lane. Going to see if they can catch someone out from this push. Well Met, all pulling back from Lolver 60 and Vortex, but they do gain control of this area.
Yep, and I liked how they actually put on a little bit of damage onto the mid lane. That helps out quite a bit in that getting the first cannonball. Ooh, Lucifron is in trouble.
Root doesn't hit. He is able to get out of there.
Yeah, but Lucifron did a good job getting rid of the ammo here in the bot lane. So definitely worth his time down there. And that's more map objectives being taken here by Well Met, and they seriously need to. They want to get that first turn in as well.
Yep, so while this is going on, we're seeing Soke dancing around looking to try and defend, but it's unlikely he will go down. There we go, it does get stormed. Both teams taking their mercenaries, and having a look at some of the talents, we can see that Anubarak has in fact gone for the Mercenary Lord, and we can see that in effect right now being used on those Siege Giants, and that is going to seriously help Lucifron, who's already, doing very, very well in this bottom lane.
Yeah, this is an incredible strong push coming into the bot lane. They're going to need more than Hysterica down here to defend this. Even now, the bruises are being taken, so that's even more pushing potential here for El Nexo.
They're actually going to leave this and just use this as an opportunity to try and turn in. Hasuops does have 5 coins on him, and I believe they still have a couple coins hovering around. Yep, Arthas has 11 coins. He's on his way down. He's going to turn in, while we see the rest of El Nexo going to push in. Hasuops back out. He does use first aid. Hysterica dashes past as well. Hiruke and Soke are both down here, but there are 2 sets of Merc-Lorded mercenaries here. The Siege Giants and the Bruiser camp. They're going to push this down very, very heavily.
Yeah, they need more help down here. Otherwise, they're going to lose a lot of health on that fort. And there we go. Arthas turns around. He helps back out. But this does give El Nexo a little bit of time to rotate back up and go for their boss.
Yep, El Nexo, once again, showing exactly why they were doing so well in the last game. Incredible map control, incredible decision-making on where to be and what to be doing. Only on a map like this, where the map objective basically does the majority of the damage in terms of the pirate ship, it's working so much better.
Yeah. Really nice play here with their mobility. Just abusing the hell out of it. And that's going to be the boss in top lane. The fort already took a little bit of damage and got rid of most of its ammo. So that's a pretty strong boss coming into the top lane.
Yep.
However, Matt is in position to defend this. Heroics are up for both teams. I don't see any
out of the ordinary. The only ones we might see a bit of variation on are Brightwing and Valor, but we see Rain of Vengeance and Blink Heal for them. Nothing too out of the ordinary.
Yeah, boss is being dealt with, but did a little bit more damage here on the top lane. Not too much, but El Nexo did use that time to pay up again, and we'll get the next barrage coming in. So that's the top fort gone.
Top fort does go down, and we're actually going to see Well Met try and get some counter-attack damage done themselves. Well Met, El Nexo though, another turn in. They're taking down the top, yeah, like you said, top fort does go down, and they get a bot fort themselves. And they're just going to continue pushing this, and they still have 4 cannon shots left, which is going to start on that middle lane, on those middle lane towers, and that gate, and that will go down very quickly. They still have 1 shot left, which will be shot onto a tower. This damage, while El Nexo continue to push the bottom lane, and they're actually going to be able to take down these towers and the gate, and then they will likely back up, not wanting to risk getting caught out by Well Met, who have been forced to back.
Yeah, that's the forced Hearthstone coming out of them, and they wanted to stop this onslaught before a keep goes down. That would have seriously held them back.
Soke, you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, but it's going to be Haruke who's the one who's caught out. We'll see another kick from Chen in a second once that route ends. Try and catch him out, but it doesn't matter. It gets taken out anyway by Valor, and we're seeing an incredible play here from El Nexo, and someone pointed out in the chat, yes, Valor is in fact doing the multi-shot build. This is much more common than any other build for Valor at the moment, due to the fact it's the one that does the most damage, and Frost Shot is actually an incredibly nice ability in terms of the fact it's a lot of damage and slows down your enemies. When Valor already gets a speed boost from Hatred, you're going to be chasing for quite a long time, and with the help of battle momentum, you're going to just get so much more damage.
Yeah. Excellent build on Valor. And I also like the play for El Nexo. They always buy a little bit of time, take down a single hero, and then go straight for some bruisers, move the entire team back into the bot lane, and then use that time to go for the Siege Giants in another lane. So really, really solid play coming out of El Nexo.
Yeah, but now they're going for their own Siege Giants again, just getting some damage done. They have mercenaries pushing everywhere, and the good thing about Anubrak is being picked on these high mercenary maps for this exact reason. He's very mobile due to the fact he can burrow under stuff and get to places quick enough, and he can basically
nice
be anywhere
Void Prison.
Void Prison.
Level 60, he dives in there. But the Void Prison fades, Vortex taking a lot of damage. He's almost taken out, but there comes the heal.
Brightwing Blink heals to save him. Nomi goes down, and now we're seeing Zeratul blinks back in, but he is not able to get anything. It does, in fact, go down, blinking to the wrong spot here. And we're seeing El Nexo driving back. Well met here. 1 kill for 2 in favor of El Nexo.
And that's the next barrage coming in for them as well. They do have the time to take the bruises in bot lane. So that's double action for El Nexo now. I think they're going to get a keep out of this, especially with the bruisers still up in top lane and still having Well Met up in there, occupied, and having to react to this next barrage and the bruisers.
Yeah, Well Met having serious issues here, just trying to defend themselves, but they're just taking so much damage from everything right now. I said it earlier, and I'll say it again. El Nexo, amazing map presence, amazing control, amazing objective control. And on this map, it's almost impossible to beat them when they're playing this well in this style.
Yeah. Just having that solid control over the map objectives helps out quite a bit here on.
You could probably win this game win on this map without a single kill if you were able to play like El Nexo with this kind of control.
I would agree. And that's the next coins going for them. Going for the kill here on the top chest. Ooh, Hasuop's in trouble. Lucifron moves in.
It's being dropped low. There is the Brew just tanking it, as well as the shield from Tassadar. Just tanking everything. Tassadar, as we can see, gone for a very storm-heavy build, but taking mental acuity, reducing the cooldown of Oracle a bit so that he can keep giving his team vision, and the Shrink Ray, very nice for targeting people like Tychus once he is in Odin form. And there we go, another Oracle, revealing Soke, making it very difficult for him to get a good engage, and the Huntering Shot does get it as well. Nice Void Prism though, and this is well Met's time to try and fight here. There's the Odin being popped. Where is the Shrink Ray from Tassadar? Needs to drop that. Soke somehow manages to survive. Shrink Ray's been used on Arthas instead, but Alistair already popping his ult, going to be trying to go in here. Lucifer dives into the back and ult straight away. The Divine Storm does nothing. Soke is just running away here, does not want to try and fight this. Looking for the opportunity. Down goes Arthas, and we're seeing Hasuobs being chased down here by Chen. And we have Alistair and Grand Piketty with him. Down goes Ufa. Hasuobs will die to Envenom. It is just Zeratul and Falstad. Nope, just Falstad.
Oh, just Falstad.
At the bottom there.
Wow.
Wow, that was a nice shot.
What an engagement. Good. I was going to say, El Nexo did an amazing job just...
Oh, there we go.
He's back. There he's back.
Someone else taking the full screen.
And Nexo did an amazing job just splitting up the team in that previous fight. And here, it just seemed like after that Void Prism was gone, everything fell apart for Wellmet.
Yeah, this is like Wellmet had such a good engagement there. Void Prism was the Void Prism was okay. The Shock and Awe was also very nice, did a lot of damage, but the fact that Valor survived was the problem there. An incredible last-second clutch heal from Brightwing is what really put that in favour of Wellmet. And then suddenly, with both their assassin and their pseudo-assassin alive, they were able to turn around and gain back control of that fight and just pick off everyone with their more mobile comp. And now, moving on to the boss, they will be taking that. It's already a keep down for Wellmet, and the bot lane is pushing very high. But we're going to see a fight at this golem. Void Prism goes down, and he steals it. Soke grabs it. Vortex, not in the Void Prism, continues chasing down and is able to get Soke. And we're seeing Vortex chasing onto this, doing so much damage. Stercia goes down. Hiruke will go down. Sprint will not help you this time. Nomi is fighting everyone right now.
Yeah, Nomi being body blocked as well in there.
Oh, Haswell's been popped out of his... Oh, he's going on to Vortex, trying to kill him, but there's the heal. Will it be enough? Nope. Vortex does get killed off by the help of minions and Ufa. And that is still an ace, though. 5 for 1 in favour of El Nexo. And they only got that one with the help of a Ghost Ufa and some minions, giving them some assistance. Great steal, though. But they gave all their lives for it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like that steal. I mean, they were 2 levels behind anyway, so maybe that steal could have been worth it. Just losing Zeratul for it would have been fine, but losing the entire team, hell no.
Yeah, like you said, just Zeratul would have been fine. I think Zeratul should have just jumped in on his own and stolen it and just given his life for it. That would have been fine, but they chose to fight there with a 2-level disadvantage. Not the best idea.
Yeah, not at all. Now both teams are going for their coins. Of course, El Nexo, they have to pay up a lot more, 18 coins right now. So they're on their 4th barrage already. While Wellmet still in the 2nd, they didn't even have the time to turn anything in. And now they lost so many coins in that previous fight. So, it's going to be a hard run for them to turn this game around.
Yeah, we are seeing Wellmet trying to get this back in with the help of some mercenaries. They're going to be grabbing those bottom bruisers and stealing the coins from them. El Nexo, though, are all over the map. We're seeing them pick up coins from everywhere. Brightwing is, in fact, just pushing because she can teleport whenever she likes. Bottom chest does go over to Wellmet, though, and they are looking for what would be their 2nd turn-in of the game. El Nexo not caring at all. They are just going to continue pushing, grabbing objectives where they can. Brightwing has teleported somewhere. Where'd she go? Oh, there she is, to the bot lane with Alistair to help de-push this. El Nexo giving Wellmet the turn-in and just clearing, letting the mercenaries do their jobs, and that top lane wave.
Wow.
So many minions.
Yep, that's a lot of minions, and they got some decent damage onto the keep, losing a quarter of its health. But yeah, I mean, you're incredibly right here. El Nexo just has such solid map control, and this does give them the ability to just split up across the map, and of course their mobility also helps out quite a bit. They can always try to find another engagement once they're all
here as well.
Oh, okay.
Roll to the Storm, Twilight Archon, Storm Shield, again very similar, but We're seeing the double resurgence this time on their warriors, but Grand PKT almost caught out, but the last second blink heal to escape. Such good reactions. And now El Nexo are looking to start the fight on their terms. Luciferon getting ready. Nice Void Prism, though, onto two members of El Nexo. Luciferon continuing to fight Nomi. Alistair is 1v1ing Hysterica, but Hysterica's just ignoring him and just flying away. Soke is able to blink out and is going to escape, but Hysterica will not be so lucky. Hasselhobbs is being chased down. Lulver 60 going to be able to get a knock up. He's out of his Odin, and he will go down.
Yeah, that was an incredible fight for El Nexo, and it's getting more and more unlikely for Well-Met to turn this around. They're down to 2 forts.
Yeah. These fights are getting more one-sided every time. Down goes Zeratul, another ace for El Nexo, another keep down, like you said. That one siege giant just tanking everything. He is huge. He's been working out, and we're going to be seeing El Nexo moving onto the core here with the help of a full volley from the Blackheart. And they will take it down.
Cooldown on Arthas. They're not going to make it back in time. This is going to be 1-1 for El Nexo. This is their turnaround. They're making it happen. And we're going into a third and final game here in round 2 of the Heroes Champions League qualifier.
I am so glad we chose this game to cast. This is so good.
This was the best.
Yeah, so we've seen Well-Met dominate or not dominate, but just able to take control and win on a map where it was mostly centered around team fighting. We've seen El Nexo take control and win a map where it was mostly centered around map control and objectives. It is now Well-Met's map. What do you think they'll pick here?
I don't know, possibly Dragonshire. And Vortex is playing Nazibo. Grand PKT is playing Uther, and Alistair is on Valor.
And on the right-hand side, in the red trunks, it is Well-Met. And starting in the top lane, we have Haswabs on the Tychus, no one in the mid lane, and in the bot lane, it is Nomi on the Arthas, Soke on the Tassadar, Hiruke is on the Brightwing with the Master Skin, very nice, and it is Hysterica on the Sergeant Hammer.
So they have definitely played Brightwing before, if he has the Master Skin for it.
A couple times. I think the estimate is like 70 games on average if you win about 50% of them to get a character to level 10.
Okay.
I think that's the average. I'll have to check that. But oh my god, Hysterica going it very aggressive already. Grand PKT is the only one down here, and there's not much he can do about this except clear the wave. Hysterica just going to clear this wave and get some early siege damage down.
Yeah, nice way to do this. I mean, with Brightwing and Arthas there, that's some good, solid backup. But now Anubis coming in. There comes
the stun. Is that a Nazibo gank squad? That's a Nazibo gank squad. Hysterica gets caught, but is only half health and is able to get out.
Yeah, and with the shotgun, she cleared the way and actually got out of there. Last minute save for Hysterica.
Yep, and
but still,
that is actually a Nazibo gang squad. I'm not sure if that's permanent. So I think you'll probably swap with Grand PKT, but that's awesome. I'd like to point that out. That's a great early gameplay. No one sees that coming. The other waves, though, once again, Shen winning his lane, as he almost always does. Alistair and Soke doing pretty decent trades. Currently, Soke is pushing a little better. This bot lane, though, is the one where interesting stuff is going to be happening.
Yeah. I like the counterplay in top lane, Shen versus Tychus. Because usually you would have Tychus just doing some incredible damage on those towers.
Yep, this is true. But Chen pretty much wins any lane he's put in, except maybe Stitches. I think Stitches can outlane a Chen. I'm not sure.
Yeah, depends. I mean, if you have a little bit of a mobile gang squad going around, so they always have to be cautious, I think he can probably win out against Chen.
Yeah, quite possibly. So right now, Hysterica has actually been abandoned by his partners as they have gone to take the mercenary, the Siege Giants. And because of that, we can see Hysterica is playing very, very safe indeed. Playing very far behind his wall.
Level 60 spotting this out, but he can't really do anything about it.
On the way. Uther has been spotted by Hysterica, and we're not going to see level 60 do anything. He's just grabbed the watchtower, going to let them take it and move down to the spot lane to help clear it once those mercenaries do arrive. And there is the first tribute up in the top lane.
Oh, top lane. No advantage for anyone right now. I mean, maybe Well-Met. They're in a little bit of a better position together there. And they have Brightwing, and so that does help out quite a bit. By the way, I just realized no one picked Feldstad.
Yeah, no one did pick Feldstad because they were. I think El Nexo were trying to bait it out, but instead picked Nazibo as sort of a trick. Lucifron tanking everything at the moment, gets grenaded out of his brew, so takes quite a bit of damage from Overdrive. Alistair gets locked down, but is able to jump away out of the storm.
Nomi is in a little bit of trouble.
Nice,
but now Hiruki comes back in there.
Numbers advantage is in favor of Well Met at the moment, and that is going to let them grab this first tribute.
That was a pretty nice move for them. They got the Siege Giants in bot lane, and now the tribute, so it's basically 2-0 for them.
This is indeed the case. Alistair, going to be helping Grumpy Kitty take care of this lane. Nazibo is headed back to this bot lane, is just going to try and help counter push this Sergeant Hammer, who's pretty much chilling down here the entire game, getting the work done. And we are going to see both teams begin starting on their bruiser camps. Nomi and Hasselhobbs for Well Met. Currently only Law vs XD for El Nexo, but Ufa is on the way to drop those helpful heals and a bit of extra damage. Do you want to finish that finish that sentence there?
Oh, Ali just gave me a pointer so we can see the unit info. While I have units selected. He gave me a little bit of a hint. People on stream will realize.
I can see it. Control-Shift-O. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it.
Well Met set up a nice position here. They have the bruisers in mid lane, but no, everyone out of El Nexo is coming back here as well. Law vs XD reacting to the bruisers and coming in there. But now that's a nice position for Well Met.
Oh, nice bait. Makes them all reveal there, so now they know that Well Met is there, but in comes El Nexo. Lucifron does get caught. The cap has been cancelled by Well Met because of this two-pronged attack. Everyone in the game is currently here at this tribute. Hasselhobbs is going for a knock-up from Nubarak, does hit. Very nice play there. Both teams just
nice
dancing around, looking for their moment.
And they have everyone in that little funnel. The little funnel on the left side. And
they're going to have to give this up. Multi-shot? No! Just in time. Hasselhobbs able to grab it at the last second, but now El Nexo moving in for the fight. Lucifron taking a lot of damage here. He is having to get out, but he's being overdriven. He had to brew, but he jumps in and does get taken down by Nomi. Nomi now hiding, trying to get the damage done. Hysterica is destroying Law vs XD, driving him back. And El Nexo having serious trouble here. Nice zombie wall onto Haruka. He will get trapped. And Grappy T does escape. It is down to Alistair. He is able to vault. He will get out, as well as Vortex, who will retreat back to his main base. And Well Met showing a bit of dominance when it comes to team fighting again.
But an excellent retreat for El Nexo. I mean, they had 3 heroes so incredibly low, but all of them retreated in different directions, so they could keep everyone alive in there. Some excellent decision making by El Nexo.
Yep.
And that's 2 tributes for Well Met. So the next one is a big decider, and El Nexo, they will have to go for that next one. And they can. I mean, they're level 10, they have their heroics up.
Yeah, they have their heroics up. They're getting ready to try
so does Well
move
Met now.
In. Grumpy KT hovering around the area looking for his moment. Hasselhobbs is ready to come from above. Lucifron revealing himself. Alistair also there. And right now, El Nexo really, really far ahead. They almost grab it, but no. Nomi is going to prevent that. And now all 5 members of both teams are here. We're going to see the engagement. Lucifron diving in. Ults are ready for both teams. There's the Ancestral Spirit doing so much damage. Sorry, the Ravenous Spirit doing so much damage. It's onto Hysterica doing huge amount of damage. Hiruke will go down. Hasselhobbs, most of his Odin is already gone thanks to that. Vortex, though, is taking huge amounts of damage. Alistair is also on half health, but Hasselhobbs will go down. And that was immense damage from El Nexo. They get an ace!
That's team wipe. Wow. What a massive team fight for El Nexo. That was just insane.
That was at this early point in the game, getting a full team wipe like that is incredible. They're also playing it smart here. They were thinking about going for that golem, but decided, oh wait, the respawn timers are really, really short. This is a really bad idea. So they've backed up. They're just going to take their other mercenaries, clear their waves, and play it safe. But a great job by El Nexo there. And Ufa, the only person to go down. That Ravenous Spirit did so much damage. I need to stop calling it Ancestral Spirit. I keep doing it.
Yeah, that Ravenous Spirit definitely was insane on Sergeant Hammer. And also before just taking out Hiruke there. Wow. And also a nice way to start it off with a Rain of Vengeance.
Oh god, the Golem is currently going down to well met, and El Nexo, Vortex is kind of on the way, but there's no way they're going to interrupt this. This will give well met a bit of an advantage when it comes to taking this tribute, or at least give them some kind of split push. There's the Oracle from Soke, and this is basically going to prevent El Nexo from doing anything here. There's the Curse, and now there's a Curse and a Golem, and here comes the Siege Giants, though, to help clear this.
Yeah, this is an incredibly nice timing for them. Boss, Siege Giants, and the Curse at the same time, and only one level discrepancy here.
Yep, and they're
Not
pushing
bad.
right now. We can see well met pushing with this Golem to try and get some extra damage done, and they're doing a fantastic job. El Nexo are here to try and defend. They're looking for a fight more than anything else. In comes Ramagati, gets two people.
There comes the heroic and
Ancestral!
Yeah.
Ravenous Spirit! Gonna be able to take down Hysterica if he doesn't get away, but the range, they were able to run out of range a bit, but down goes Soke, flying majestically through the air. Hazewobs is going to be able to back out. No, in comes Chen. Chen is continuing to push. Hazewobs has been healed pretty much to full here, and Chen's going to have to get out of there. He's in a really bad position, able to jump over the wall and keep himself alive. In the meantime, the Golem did just kill a fort. Yep. And so did the minions in the bot lane.
Golem is still up, but the curse is almost over. Only 2 seconds remaining, so it's not going to do too much more damage.
Yeah, oh my god, our legs are also low. Yeah, they're all backing up to heal or just healing up themselves. They're clearing their waves because that was a great push by well met. They're still a level behind though, even though they've taken down some forts. This does mean that if El Nexo can start taking down some forts of their own, that XP boost will get them significantly further ahead than well met. So well met needs to use the control they have now and just push it hard. They need to stay ahead. They need to get further ahead and use any advantage they can.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you get these, if you get the map objectives early on, and well met, they did a really good job here. I mean, doing a lot better in the map objectives game than the previous games.
Yeah, someone brought up a very good point there. Well met. We're seeing Hiruke there taking Blink Heal against Nazibo, where Emerald Wind can displace him and cancel his ult.
Interesting.
There's Oracle from Soke. Very nice. Able to drive back. He's also taking the increased range this time rather than the mana regen like he did last time. Increased range going to be allowed him to harass this comp from afar. And El Nexo just hovering around their Golem right now, but they need to leave it because their mid fort is under serious duress right now and they're going to have to clear it.
Yeah, but then again, this is just XP catching up for well met. They really need to win a team fight in order to get on top here.
This is true, and they're still a level behind, which is very difficult. And now we're seeing El Nexo are going to get themselves even further ahead in XP, and they're going to take down their first fort without the help of any mercenaries and no curse. And that is their first fort, and that's going to get them even further ahead. That's almost a full level ahead now. In fact, that is exactly a full level ahead.
That's the level 16 talents. They go for Stone Skin on the Zebo, combination attack on Shen. Nothing chosen yet for Uther. Then we have Execution on Valor, Epicenter on Anubarak. So nice ways to disrupt, and of course stay alive for Nazibo.
Yep, and for Valor, that is an incredible talent pick. Executioner, when you have people like Anubarak for knock-up, Chen for the root, and not to mention, the most important thing, you're going multi-shot build, meaning you have Frost Shot, means you're slowing enemies for 2 seconds, meaning you're going to be getting a 40% damage increase for the entire 2 seconds, and through all those auto attacks, you'll be reducing your cooldowns, thanks to battle momentum. It's a very, very good synergy build for just synergizing with yourself.
And someone also pointed out that Tychus didn't choose the grenade range build here.
So and also would have been very nice. They're just not countering Nazibo at all, but they're having El Nexo having to be here because well met, reacting perfectly, are just going to try and push while El Nexo is busy on the other side of the map. They're now going to back up because El Nexo have come back. The homeowner's home, get out. Soke having to run away. Alistair did slow him and is just continuing to give chase right now. There we go, slowing him again. Is they just able to continue chasing like this? But Soke finally having the chance to mount up and get out of there. Next tribute should be spawning quite soon. But there's a golem in the bot lane.
To the boss, though.
And, there's a golem in the bot lane, and there's 2 giants in the top lane. Vortex dealing with those giants and the minion wave, whereas well met. The golem did die itself, but they're just going to clear the minion wave down there as well, just for that extra XP and to prevent their give their tower some time to replenish ammo. And there is the next tribute. A lot of pings saying they're on the way.
Yeah, next tribute. They already have two on their hands, so this will be the final one for El Nexo. Well, Matt needs to stop this.
There's Oracle. Oracle's so good. There's the Storm. Vortex has already started it. He's going to get it. They can't get near enough in time. There it is. There's the curse for El Nexo, and this is going to be the fight. And Vortex doing all his damage he can. And there's the Ravenous Spirit follow-up. It's going to chase Nomi. Nomi's actually going to be able to get out there, so he's changing it onto Hysterica. And Soke having to back out. His ultimate is up. It's just Hasselhoff's now doing the damage. Hysterica does a lot of damage too, and no one died.
Yeah, a good sustain out of Well Met. They actually had a nice move here where Nomi just backed off the Ravenous Spirit, and the Ravenous Spirit basically just completely wasted onto Nomi, which allowed them to stay alive, but they weren't able to really catch anyone off guard, though. So, let's see. We have El Nexo going for the boss.
We have the level 16 talents for Well Met as well. We have triple Stone Skin. Wow. That might be helping to keeping them alive here. And El Nexo raiding the Bruiser camp. They do this so often. They just charge straight in, just like, this is ours now, thanks for taking it, and then leave. They do this almost every game. It is hilarious to see. I am a huge fan. And now they're going to be moving in, use their curse advantage to take this boss.
Yeah, they're going to take the boss. It's going to put on some tremendous pressure on the top lane. And, well, Matt's still having to react to the Bruisers. So just now getting in there. And it's too late. Boss has been taken.
Can you imagine if you could Merc Lord that thing? And there we go. Another fort down for El Nexo, doing a great job. The fort count is now completely even. And El Nexo have just under a level worth of advantage. And they are going to be moving down to their bot lane, or their bottom jungle, to take those Bruiser camps.
Yeah. Well, Matt needs to clear this boss, though, before it does any serious damage on these gates. I think they will. And we'll also reach level 18 soon. So it's still pretty even, but after seeing those team fights, wow, it's incredibly hard for Well Matt to pull this off.
Yeah, this is true. I'm just having a look at some of the stats here. 26k healing from Brightwing, 21 from Ufa, and I like what they're doing here. They're just waiting to take those Bruiser camps, just going to let LoL vs XD take it, get them buffed. Sometimes you just got to have the patience, something that you unfortunately do not get in solo queue. But yeah, having a look here, just having a look at the hero damage, 25k from Valor, 23 from Nazibo, but the rest of the team falling a bit short, 12k, 14k, 7k. Whereas if we look on the other side, it's not going to matter in a second, because here comes the fight. And Anubarak getting a lot of CC. Down goes the Shrink Ray onto someone. I'm pretty sure that's what just happened.
Lucifer caught off position, but he still has his rogue up.
Needs to use it.
We'll pop that. Yep.
Nazibo positioning himself. There we go. Amazing positioning from Nazibo. But nice knockback from Hammer over the wall, cancelling it, but it's too late. 2 players already died. It's about to be free. Nomi goes down. Hammer and Hasselhoff are trying to escape. Vortex is trying to body block Hasselhoff, but he might actually die here. As Alistair also being dropped very low, Hasselhoff is having to flee for his life, but he goes down. Only person to survive is Hammer, who is having to be, and El Nexo dominating that fight again. Nice reactions from Hammer to cancel the Nazibo ultimate by knocking him from over the wall, but it was far too late at that point.
Yeah. Hammer really tried to save Tychus there, but in the end couldn't quite make it work. I mean, with 5 heroes against 2, that's not going to help. That's not going to help. And this is the first keep for El Nexo. And they're wisely backing off. Only 5 seconds remaining here on Tacita and Brightwing.
Yep, backing up. They're going to steal these mercenaries, grab them for themselves with the Merc Lord, get some push started on that bottom lane, while Ufa already heading up to grab this tribute, and he's going to be able to get it with almost zero contest, because as we can see, Well Met have to defend.
Yeah, excellent timing here. Always nice to grab that free tribute. And they're in a good spot to go for their boss as well, but I think not going to go for that just yet. Instead, just backing off and waiting for Well Met. Possibly lure him into that fight, because they know that they're definitely going to go for the boss.
Yep, this is true. And
level 20 talents are up.
yep, and we have the upgrade to the Ravenous Spirit. That's an extra 50% range and 30% movement speed. Great for chasing.
They already had trouble dealing with the range on Nazimo.
Exactly, so now we can just stand further back and still kill them. Storm of Vengeance, increase the number of shots from Rain of Vengeance, because Vala hasn't actually died that much. How many times has she died? I'm trying to remember what tab it is for death. Well, I found the APM tab. There we go. Vala has not died yet. Yeah, I just found the APM tab. Ufa has 348 current APM.
Oh, Hysterica completely out of position. And there we go. Body blocked and taken out swiftly.
Yeah, very, very nice there. The combination attack, completely destroying him. The root, and then, like you said, the body blocks, completely wiping him out. Lova 6D heading into this bot lane with the Golem. Gonna help it push down here. And only 2 resurgences on the side of El Nexo because they don't need them. It's only on the warriors where they've grabbed them because everyone else could just escape and tank this. And they are now pushing hard. Wow, Chen, really aggressive here. Be a bit more careful there. Your team is not ready for this push. Chen looking for his opportunity. And there he goes. They're onto the core. They're just going to dive this. Alistair is microing back the Rain of Vengeance, though. So much damage. There is the Ravenous Spirit onto the core. Just completely ignoring it. Soke is trying to kill him, but it's not working. There's the Divine Hurricane. Gravity KT does not care. And El Nexo are just completely ignoring the enemy team of Well Met, and they're just going to take out the core. And El Nexo move on to the semi-finals to play against over 9,000 to win a place in the Heroes Premier League Season 2.
Yeah, very much so. El Nexo just on top of everything here. And this is something you can pull off if you're 2 levels ahead. Just ignore all hero damage, go straight for the core, put on some massive...
Were you trying to tell me something? I was too busy destroying your core.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So yeah, you just said it. We're going into the first semi-final, which will be El Nexo versus over 9,000.